This is for sure going to be a high-octane matchup to open up Starrcade. Jushin Thunder Liger and Rey Mysterio Jr. Two cruiserweights here in World Championship Wrestling. A great deal of respect from these two. That is real honor right there. Nice collar elbow tie up. Jushin Thunder Liger showing the early strength over Mysterio. Mysterio going after the leg, was trying to trip up Jushin. Oh, and there he goes. That time he was able to get it. And Liger is trapped early on. Nice counter. The arms are now trapped. Look at the way that Jushin Thunder Liger is pulling back on the arms. The shoulders are being torqued back. But Mysterio Jr. with a nice counter. Jushin Thunder Liger and Rey Mysterio Jr. seem to be a really good matchup for each other. You gotta wonder who's got that extra trick up their sleeve that's going to be a big difference maker the longer this match goes on. Nice drop kick to follow up Mysterio Jr.'s drop kick by Liger, and a nice scoop slam as Liger continues on the attack. It's creating the separation between the two and putting himself far ahead as all the blood rushes to Mysterio's head and a crash and burn on that standing vertical suplex. Rey Mysterio Jr. and Jushin Thunder Liger with Ultimo Dragon, who could be in the near future for either one of these two men. More specifically, Rey Mysterio Jr. needs to keep himself focused on the task at hand. And that's Jushin Thunder Liger. Liger, you can see every bit, that every move, every action is built in with intent. No wasted motion from Liger. Taking it slow, but also realizing there are points to pick it up when necessary. Usually you associate the cruiserweight division with being high octane. However, while that might be Rey Mysterio Jr. style, Jushin Thunder Liger is a heavy hitter. He doesn't hold back. That Liger bomb could come at any point. And it hits hard. However, right now, things are just not looking good for Rey Mysterio Jr. whatsoever. This position that Mysterio Jr. is in, he is having a hard time trying to find his comeback, trying to get his lick back in this match. And it's not really good when you need to build momentum. But you never know when Rey Mysterio Jr. is going to find a second win. Oh. I thought I was going to get bounce up and over, but Mysterio sends Liger to the outside onto the floor. Perhaps thinking the 619 going for a swing between the ropes, but nobody was home. The frustration you saw as Liger kicked the guardrail, realizing Mysterio almost got me. Mysterio, look where he has Jushin Thunder Liger as he attempts to suplex Liger back into the ring using the bottom rope for... Oh my God! That was a nasty suplex on the outside on the floor. Absolutely brutal. This is the kind of back and forth action that you can expect. And it's not just because the cruiserweights, they put on a show every time they step in the ring. But always give that little bit of extra. They know what's at stake. They get to open up Starrcade. Meanwhile, I think Rey Mysterio Jr.'s head may have bounced off the floor, and that could be the downfall. Concussions, head injuries are no joke. However you want to say it, whether you want to call it a concussion, a head injury, a TBI, any sort of trauma to the brain gets rattled. And sometimes you can lose your vision. You lose consciousness. You lose your ability to think. However, with a weary Mysterio being perched up at the top, Jushin Thunder Liger going to take advantage, but Mysterio finds the will to push Liger off. Mysterio trying to shake off a little bit of the cobwebs. Again, nobody home. And Mysterio goes right back to holding on to the back of that head. One shot to the next. Nice tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Liger. So perfectionist on the execution. Liger. That surfboard coming up. And it certainly is no beach trip for Rey Mysterio. While there might be surfing involved, Jushin Thunder Liger is having the time of his life as he rips Mysterio's limbs apart. Oh, and Mysterio gets planted after. The submission hold is let go. Mysterio did not give up. Liger had asked the ref if Mysterio had gave up. Up and over as Mysterio lands on his feet. Nice snap German from Mysterio. That's the kind of counter you need to follow it up with a standing. And a standing moonsault by Mysterio. And was able to follow it up with a 2 count, but still not quite enough to put away Liger. Liger's had the offense for the majority of the match, but Mysterio able to snap a DDT to Liger right into the mat. Oh, springs and lands on Liger. And another 2 count for Mysterio on Jushin Thunder Liger. Mysterio calling a shot. It could be time. Around the world we go. Time to pop it, lock it, and drop it. And down goes Liger. Mysterio showing that the right leg is not at 100%. Mysterio has a submission hold locked in. You don't see this. That camel clutch. This puts a lot of pressure on that lower back. Mysterio realizes he's got to follow it up with something quick. He cannot give Liger any time to breathe. Oh, Liger catches Mysterio in midair with a drop kick and goes quickly for the cover, holding the far leg. And a near fall as Rey Mysterio almost got put away. Liger has the weight advantage over Rey Mysterio. Nice throw on that German. Gets a cover. And another 2 count on our Mysterio. Oh my God, look at the torque on the back on that. The way that Mysterio's back is being torqued. The single leg crab. Mysterio could be forced into submission by Jushin Thunder Liger. Mysterio realized where he was, able to find that bottom rope, and Liger forced the break the hold. Liger has to, maybe pick up the pace just a little bit, maybe a notch or two. You can't give Rey Mysterio any time to recover. However, Liger now going to work on the left knee of Mysterio. This is going to be very effective following that dragon screw by Liger. And sends Mysterio across the way. And followed it up with a heel kick. Into the corner. Oh. A nice little flip there. And a spinning heel kick. Was thinking that flip again. Oh, was trying to toy with Mysterio. Mysterio head scissor on Liger. Springs up and over. Look at that. Counter. For a counter. Oh, sweeps through. Liger got knocked and caught off guard. Moonsault. And down goes Liger. Mysterio Jr. goes for it all. And he scored big. Now the big question is this. Who gets back up first? Who gets back into the ring? Almost at the count of 10 is the official, already at 8. Mysterio's in. Mysterio was telling the ref to stop the count. He didn't want to beat Liger that way. He wants to end this thing fair and square. Liger, who had a hard time making it back to the ring. Oh, and a leg drop off the top to the back of the neck. That's got to do it. Oh, great ring awareness by Liger, realizing how close he was to the bottom rope. This is where Liger's going to have to reach down deep. It seemed like it was going to be Liger from the get-go. He had a really nice start to this matchup. But Mysterio is in a really good position right now. Mysterio about to take it up a notch. Oh, nobody home for that springboard senton. Now it's Liger going up to the top. And diving headbutt. And the lateral press. Mysterio Jr. able to get the shoulder up before 3. Liger, you saw a little bit of showboating. I will say, Liger has done some showboating throughout this match, and it's not the wisest. You lose time on your opponent while he is still feeling the effects of what you've previously done, just so you can take a moment to have a pre-victory celebration, which could cost you the match, and there end up being no victory. Meanwhile, Mysterio gets caught and dumped to the floor by Liger. Liger in a good position right now. However, Mysterio realizes it. Springs up. Liger able to block. And a handspring heel kick by Liger. Unique offense. Perhaps a Liger bomb. And there it is. He got all of it. Jushin Thunder Liger gets the victory over Rey Mysterio Jr. He's coming after the gold. Is Jushin Thunder Liger.